So this is not going to be a long video. I am actually sitting outside of a house waiting to do a final walkthrough before closing. This video isn't really going to be about real estate. This video is going to be about this phenomenal DV8 tire carrier bumper combo that I have. But if you are buying a house, please make sure that you and your realtor or your realtor is doing your final walkthrough. Your final walkthrough is always important because you ensure that all your post-inspection requests are done, especially if it's things that need to be done in the house. Like with this one, there was issues with the windows, needed to come in and do some things to the windows. So we did a final walkthrough to make sure all the windows are repaired. She wanted the trees and stuff trimmed back. It was a neighbor's trees, but she wanted them trimmed back off of her house. So just make sure you're doing your final walkthroughs. That way you could go through, check off your list, making sure that they did everything on your post-inspection request. Because once you go to closing and those keys are handed to you and you sign those documents, there is no going back. That home belongs to you from that point on. I said I wasn't going to talk about houses, but hey, it is what it is. The job doesn't stop. But anyway, back to this tire carrier bumper combo. So if you watched my video previously about my old tire carrier, the EAG one, you knew it snapped, it rusted, it rattled, it just didn't support the tire. And maybe I'm running 35s, and I have a 24-inch hardcore wheel. I'll post a wheel link. I'll post a picture too, but I'll post the link to the wheels, the old tire carrier and my new tire carrier bumper combo in the comments. But I just had problems. It just, like, even when I would wash my truck, I don't know why it collected so much rust, but the rust would like run down and it would sit on the bumpers. It was a catastrophe for me. However, I got this DV8 bumper, had it installed, and I wanted to ride around with it for a while. I probably had it on probably a little over a month, maybe longer than that, probably 2 months now. But in order to give an honest review, I didn't want to ride around with it for a day or two or for a week because, you know, anything could happen in that time. I wanted to be able to say, okay, you know what, this works. And you know what, this works. I don't know what DV8 made that bumper out of, but when I say I have not had no problems out of the tire carrier and the bumper combination, the only thing when I had it installed, which I'll show the video to the side, but I had to shave down the latch, the part, like you lift the latch, you got to push it in, there's a hole there, and then you got to snap it back in. Well, the backside piece that would go in the hole where it latches on, I had to shave that down, but that is no way, no shape or form at fault of DV8s. It's because of where the license plate sits. So the guy that installed it, he just had to shave it down a little bit, and then it goes in and it locks. It doesn't rattle. I don't hear it at all, and a lot of it is because it's attached to the bumper versus being attached to the Jeep. But I just feel safe and secure. Now, I don't off-road. You know, the most you're gonna get is I might turn around on the median in the highway. I might have a curve or two. You know, if the line at McDonald's is taking too long, I'm gonna get up through it. You know what I mean? If I got to, I will hop and skip a curb and get out of some mess in a minute, but I do not off-road, so you're not going to see me in between some mountains or something like that. So I can't speak on whether it will sustain in those conditions. However, for day-to-day driving, if your Jeep is your daily user, I love it. Love it. Like, I literally have no complaints out of that bumper. And it's crazy because I am a review junkie, so I read reviews, but I did not actually start looking into doing reviews until I got my Jeep, because you have so many off-brand companies trying to make a come up, and a lot of them are just ordering these parts from China, welding them and adding stuff. You know, you can go on Amazon, like Oracle, for instance. I paid a lot. I have the color changing or color shifting LED lights with the Wi-Fi box and all of that. I paid a decent amount of money for that stuff, you know what I mean, because it was quality. But I know a lot of other Jeepers that just go on Amazon and, hey, I paid $100. You paid $100. I paid like 6 or 7 times that. You know, my undercarriage lights and my interior lights, I paid a lot of money for those lights, you know, because unfortunately you're paying for the name. But those same people who are getting those $200 lights from Amazon, they're not lasting as long. You know what I mean? They're like, it's hit or miss. But with that carrier, like I would literally, if DV8 could provide all of my mod stuff, I would go to them. I also ordered the inner fender liners with the rock lights. Love the presentation. I have not had them installed yet, and the only reason why I have not had them installed yet is because I want to swap out my fenders. And the guy that I go Macintosh Autosports, he said just wait till you're going to put the fenders on. My issue now is they only sell the inner fender liners for the front. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the back, because it has to match all the way around. So I thought about just ordering the rear inner fender liners and having my own rock lights installed under there. But I hate having to run multiple apps like that annoys me. Like, if I wish I could just run everything from one app. That mess takes time. Like, you got to get in your Jeep, you got to start your Jeep, then you got to go through 3 apps to turn on some lights. That mess is annoying, but I like lights, so I guess I gotta deal with it. It's lose. But yeah, but DV8, they pushed through with that bumper and that tire carrier combo. Like, it was a lifesaver for me, because here it is, I'm paying, I went through, I think it was 2 tire carriers from Vicious Off-Roads, I think is what it's called. Like I said, and as I said before in my other video, this is not to bash them, because their customer service is the bomb. And I also got my front bumper from them, and I have not had no issues. So I think it's just the product just didn't work for me. But this DV8, baby, listen, they got a loyal customer in me. Okay, as long as they make it, I'm gonna buy it. Like, but there are some things that I need that they don't make. So of course I have to shop around and get what I need. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's a certain fender that I want. They don't have it. If they had it, I would get it from them, but they don't have it. So I think Bushwhack makes them or something like that. So that's where I have to get them from. But I have many more mods. I want to paint my Jeep. I can't decide. I want to paint it. I want to wrap it, but I think I want to paint it. But I want to paint it to match my Cutlass. I'll post a picture next if you haven't seen it. But I think I want to paint it to match my Cutlass. So we'll see. I got a lot of things in the work. But if you are looking for a good tire carrier, bumper, something that's not going to rattle, something that is secure, DV8, look them up. You know, watch a couple videos. I'm going to post pictures all throughout this video, and just see if, you know what I mean, it's for me. You know, I like it. It gave me a very personal experience. I was afraid of being let down, I'm not gonna lie, and they didn't. They did a really good job with the manufacturing and build of that. Like I said, my tire is secure, it doesn't rattle, and I ride. When I say I ride, I'll be at 85 doing the death wobble with this thing, you know what I mean? And I don't hear it, don't feel it, you know what I mean? It doesn't even really jiggle from my rear view mirror, you know? So I highly recommend, if you're looking for a tire carrier, the DV8 one, I highly recommend it. That's all I got for you today. So please like the video, subscribe. Any questions, please reach out. I will post all my links below. And I'm here for you. Happy Saturday, everyone.